All right. Today, unfortunately, many kids having a low self-esteem. And they're starting to react. No? First of all, we have to know to detect it. Many parents, they don't know. And the kids continuing to give signals and signals and signals. I'm in trouble. Emotionally, I'm in trouble. And the parents, instead of dealing with that, they're hitting them. Okay? When you start to hit, you're making the situation 50 times worse. So, I'll say how do you detect it? And what needs to be done? And how we're going to build it up. Okay? To save a child from going to therapy, and the school will call you, and people like that are very, very easy target for the bullies. Okay? The bullies are looking for kids like that. Yes. The kids that don't have self-esteem, very low self-confidence, and they know that, they smell it from far away, these bullies. And they bullying these kids. And you don't know what to do. And the school also don't know what to do because it's a problem. Now we have to go to the professionals. How much they can do, I don't know. Depends on the situation. Okay. There's a child, we'll call her Miri, that she was very, very good. In pre-1A, she was excellent. When she get into first grade, almost zero. She's not doing well. Something is wrong. And we have to see what's going on. Number 2. Yaakov is a child. Yaakov is a child that he is very much dependent on other people. He is a follower, he is not a leader. Okay? Whatever his friends will tell him to do, he will do. Even if he'll get into trouble just to prove to them that he is one of the crowd, he will do it. Because he doesn't have a backbone. Okay. Yeshua, he likes to, latik. He can sit in the back and you can tell him, stop already, he says. Who's doing it? Huh? Yes. זה נקרא להציק. And in the house also, they play, he comes, they say, no, don't do this. He moves himself, and the other one said, don't touch it. And he has enjoyment from this. He has enjoyment. But you have to know that this child that's coming and doing all this, he has a trouble. He is in trouble emotionally. He doesn't know how to get your attention, so that's what he's doing. That's what he's doing, or to say, Pop, alarming you. And parents, instead of picking up the alarm, and say, one more time, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to you. is as a child. He don't know how to express himself. So that's what he's doing. There is a girl called Hani. She very much don't like to talk. And for a girl not to talk is not that normal, no? So you're asking her and she is answering in a very short way. And she don't like to get into conversation. We have to see what's going on with it. Shimon is the bully one. Shimon, he wants to control, he is trying to be the boss of the other sisters and brothers. And he is dictating everybody what to do. And if you're not going to do what he said, then he's going to start to smack you. I said, and you have to follow. And once a mother told me, this child of mine, the bully one, he has extra self-confidence. He has over the limit self-confidence. I told her, what you talking about? This child has no self-confidence. Well, he's doing that because underneath is empty. That's what he does. In order to draw attention. Now we are getting into very severe ones. Sometimes kids bringing home things which are not belong to them, either from the kindergarten or from school. What is this? My friend gave it to me. Or the Mora gave it to me. Which one? My math one. Okay. So you go into the other room and you're calling the teacher and saying, did you give anything to my child? I said, no, I didn't give anything. So you know that the child has a problem with stealing. And that's coming. But he likes to steal. Why? He's in such a bad shape. He's such in a bad shape. His parents are so negligent that he has to do things that the whole house will jump up and down. Yeah. And we screaming at the child, how can you do something like this? He is sending you alarms. Why are you upset? If you hear this, you have to sit with your spouse and say, we have a problem. Let's find out what's going on. Chaim, lying non-stop. Do you have homework? No. Why? The teacher didn't come today. You're calling the teacher. How are you? I heard that you don't feel well. He said, no, I feel well. But my son said that he didn't come to school today. I said, no, I was in school. Did you give any homework? He said, of course I gave homework. Why are you calling me? I said, no, okay, fine. So, if you see a child, kacha. What is this? He is not in peace. You have to know that the child is in trouble. He's in emotional trouble. What are we saying? I'm going to put black pepper over here. Let's say a child comes. Here comes Savta. You have to put pepper on his head. When his suck, his mouth will burn. He will not going to do it anymore. And the problem will be solved. You're going to grow up and send to take this child. So, some kids even will start even to talk, to, as we say, stuttering. He is in trouble emotionally. He doesn't know how to say it, so he wants to alarm the parents. So, what does it mean, low self-esteem? When you see something like that, the parents should forget the restaurant, the pizza place, my friend, my birthday, everything. We have a project. Your child that you claim that you love, I'm not so sure, right? Not so sure yet. But many times, we prefer not to come to learn, not to get any education, because the restaurant is more important, right? The steak that I eat outside is very important. And anyway, all the therapists talking nonsense anyway. Why should I pay them? We're going to smack this child. We're going to give him 2 smacks. And everything will be fine. The same way that they did to us. But if you know how the therapist working right the way, first question they ask you, okay, tell me, in which house did you grow up? How your parents treated you? What do you care? I have a problem. Treat the problem. Why are we going back 20, 25 years back now? He said, no, the problems started 25 years ago. Now we see the end result. So in order to know how to treat it, I have to go 25 years back and see where is the problem. Okay? So what does it mean, low self-esteem? It means this is the way that a child recognizes himself. And this is the mark that he gives himself. Say, I'm worthless. I'm worthless. And if the parents adding more into it, they're calling him names. You lazy, you liar, and who knows what else. So you mamash, you see a child kacha with his head, the koshi above the ground, and the parents are claiming they love the child. They're coming with the shoe and say, no, your head is too much out of the ground. So they want to press him, atagana, you're a thief, atzlan, you're lazy, boom. You have no heart, and Gamano, until this child will be done. Will be done. So that's why you have to learn. To tell him, okay, you have to know how to tell. There is talking this way, or the talking that way. This child has a problem. Abba and Ima, right, needs to sit down now and seek for help. What we gonna do? This cannot continue. I'll tell you what, I have twin boys, right? One day, I get my son came home with a note from the Rabbi. Hey, I'm opening up the note, and he wants to see what the Rabbi writing to me. So he just wrote to me, please call me up, I have to talk to you. What happened? I pick up the phone, I call him and say, Haimoff, we have a problem. Your son, one of the twins, he is going like he is the owner of the school. And he is threatening all the kids, saying, if you're not going to listen to what I say, do you know who my father is? My father is Rabbi Haimoff. He'll come here and he's going to kick you out in 2 seconds. He's very arrogant. He feels that he owns the whole school. I said, my child. He said, your child. Okay. Huh? Mafiosi. But it's coming from somewhere, meaning you have to do this in order to feel good. Okay. Very good. So I know he has some kind of a problem that we have to tackle it in a nice way. I didn't say to him in one word. He said, what my Rabbi said, your Rabbi said that you're one of the best Talmidim in the yeshiva. That's what he said. That's why he told you to say he's very proud of you, very proud. Good. Keep up the good words. Keep it up. Then when they went to sleep, I sit down with my wife and said, what are we gonna do? We have to come out with an idea. I said, you know what? An idea that I learned years ago. We went to the bookstore. Now you see how you deal with a child. I went to a bookstore. I was hoping to find a book talking about arrogant child. And I'm looking. All of a sudden, bingo, I found a book. I found a book, The Arrogant Child. I open it up, I see the story came out almost identical. A child that is father donating a lot to the school. And the child feels that he owns the school. But nobody wants to be his friend. Nobody wants to be his friend because he's very arrogant and very not polite. Good. I bought this book, Chick Chack. I had 2 days to learn this book by hand. You know, I read it once, twice. I knew it very well. Friday night, we're sitting on the table. I said, boys, I have a story for you. And I brought with me gifts. Whoever going to repeat this, what I'm saying now, the gift is here. Okay, good. And I told them the story of a child in Texas. His father is the main guy in the show, in the school, and his child thinks that he owned the school also, and he is threatening all the kids, and nobody wants to play with him. So these two, my twins, said, "Of course, nobody play with him. Somebody has to punch this guy." So, yes, I think so. They don't know yet what's coming at them. You know, I did akafot with them, akafot. I said, nobody likes them, nobody said this. Arrogant. So after I finished everything, I told them, maybe in your yeshiva, there is a boy there, maybe that his father knows. He gives, and he feels kacha that he can threaten everybody. Both of them looking at each other. God, they don't know what to say. Is that not as far as we know? No, there's not even one Ashkenazi or maybe out people that goes around and threatening all the boys that my father can kick you out of here. No, they said no. Okay. I gave him the gift, and I know the message was very well accepted. After 2 weeks, I'm getting a telephone call from the Rabbi. I went, Haimoff, what did you do? I said, well, what did I do? I see a total change. Your son, Shalal is not saying a word. So I told them what I did. They said, oh, that's a brilliant idea. That's a good one. A good one. Don't attack a child. Right away, he will defend himself, and he will lie even more, and you're going to put him down even more, and you're going to lose the little bit that left there also will go. You have to do the opposite. Don't jump up and down. You have a problem, you have to know how to tackle. Usually when we say this, we get offended. How come my child behaving like this? It's my child. Lama, who are you, Muslim? Oh, my child will behave like this. That's why I'm paying so much. So you do this. You think that will solve the problem? You think that will solve the problem? No. It's not going to solve any problem. So now, hear me out. The child is like a sponge. Whatever he gets feedback from the parents, that's what he is. When he sees that the parents have no self-confidence themselves, the child will be like, like a stamp. That's what he sees, and that's what he will adopt. When the child will start to change, when you see that Abba and Ima going to learn, where are you going? We have a course, and we have to learn how to be very good Abba and Ima. You threw a bomb, that's it. The child knows my parents always went to classes. So when he will grow up, what do you think he will do? He will go to classes also. When the parents are truthful with themselves, they know we're lacking. No, nobody is perfect, including me. I'm entitled also to do mistakes, okay? No one is perfect, but I'm open to learn. I want to learn. Our people have a problem. They feel that they know everything. And this is a waste of time. Right? And the proof is, imagine in the house, of course, sleep, you're going to call for a class, and the other one is calling for barbecue. How many people will be here? How many people will be there? No. I'm going to talk to the tables and to the chairs. Everybody will be there. Right there. But if the parents don't know that later on, by hook or by crook, this child will have to go to therapy. Today, even every school have today school therapies. I never saw a therapist in my shiva. When I grew up, who saw the therapist before? Today they have not only one, they have two, three of them. In my shiva, I saw more therapists than students. Every time up and down, I see she's coming with a bag, right? She's coming with a bag. I know. Another one, another one. What's going on with me? Where are the parents? Okay. So if we're ready to sell our kids for this, don't tell me that you love them. I'm not going to buy it from nobody. I'm not going to buy it. We don't love our kids. We love ourselves. Yes. The kids, when they're going to sleep, then you love them. So when the parents are open and they know they're lacking somewhere and they're ready to learn, they're open-minded. We call these people open-minded. They don't care if there is, if they invite them to yeshiva or they invited them to this. He said, this is more important than everything else. There are people, I want to do good for my kids. So, and the parents working on their character, on the midot, they know I have temper issues. And the other one says, I have all kinds of issues, And the kids seeing that Abba and Ima talking openly. They say, I have to work on myself, I have some laziness in me. Make sure to wake me up every morning. I have to work on myself. And the kids, they hear all this. Abba and Ima working on the midot. And Ima saying to Abba, if you see that I'm starting to go out of my work, I started to scream, yell, tell me, please, I need help. You say, you're here to help me. And the kids have to hear all this. And they say, our parents, they working together, they're helping each other. They're called open-minded people. we're working on the midot. Ima, she can scream all day long. So again, now the kids' friend came and they're playing and they're starting to scream. Ima comes and said, "Can you play without screaming, please?" The child will look at her and say, "Excuse me, my ears are still wing from your screaming. Now when it comes to us, don't scream. It's not going to happen." It's not going to happen. Don't even think for a second. We are the role model. Okay. Now they're working on the spiritual level. Without it, don't even think. You see, with all the mitzvot and the Torah, it was not easy. It was not easy, bichlal. So people who don't have no Torah, no klum, bichlal, in our time, it's going to be a disaster. And we can see it. Don't we see it? Huh? A disaster should be disaster, no respect, chutzpanim, smoking, ופתאום השערות שלו ככה וככה, eating something, that's something. גוי גמור, גוי. From here until he'll wind up with non-Jew, how far is the distance? And parents, I don't know how they see it, ככה, יהיה בסדר, יהיה בסדר, אל תדאג, יהיה בסדר. מה זה אל תדאג? מה זה אל תדאג? Everybody have to worry. Okay. He sees his parents like to help other people. They doing chesed. So a child will learn, not to be selfish. Today, kids are very selfish, aren't they? A child comes to the parent and said, "I want a phone." First of all, the parents should put right away a boundary. In this house, nobody demands. You ask, "Can I have a phone, please?" No, "I want a phone." And they tell you what phone they want. No smartphone. Chas v'shalom. iPhone they want, this phone. In this. Okay, I will ask, okay? I will ask, okay? Can I have iPhone? Okay. Sarcastically, okay? They need to go to LIJ, psychiatric department. So he start with the phone and say, your parents, they. between you and me. Emotion they need a phone. Whom they have to talk to. Okay. And then, so now, here we go. So the parents calling me up and says, my child wants a phone. So what do you mean he wants a phone? Tell him I want to fly to the moon. What do you mean I want a phone?
No, today everybody has.
Today everybody is shote. You want to be also? Everybody is not a terhut.
The kids, how you did it? Five kids, everybody has. How are you not going to give your kids another?
Right away. So right away I will ask which yeshiva is he going to? So I said, if the yeshiva says okay, so okay. If the yeshiva says not okay, your child can jump up and down and say, I'm not going to do against the yeshiva. I'm not. We're working with the yeshiva.
Yeshiva left off.
מה פתאום? So give him a flip-flop phone כזה מימי אנטיוכוס, רק he can call, אמא, I'm on the bus, I'm okay, זה הכל. What else does he have to do? Whom does he have to call? They want a phone, and they know even how to bypass the filter also. They're so sophisticated, these kids today. They always have in the school, or he knows already all the in and the out. But why do you have to wait until there? When the kids know that there is a boundary, they're not even going to say one book. You know, until my last child got married, then I brought home internet. I said, when you here, no internet, no laptop, no clue. And my kids said, Abba, we have to do homework. I said, okay, I'll take you to the yeshiva, to the office. I will sit there with my book. You do your homework, and Abba will learn. Abba, why are you doing it? Because I love you, I care. So I waste 2 hours now and I don't have. And then we have to waste 2 years to fix you up. I'd rather pay 2 hours now, sit next to you, watch you, what you're doing on the computer of the yeshiva that we need for it. What was the message? In the yeshiva, we have a computer because we work. We need it. Why? What you need it for?
Everything.
Okay, fine. I say, after you get married, you and your husband do whatever you want. Not my department. I'm responsible until you're under the chuppah. When you're under the chuppah, I take my pen, check mark, my job is over. One less. My Rabbi used to say always, I have news for you, he said. The kids always will do some averot behind your back. You have to make sure that they will not enjoy the averot. They have, feelings. We're doing it behind the back of the parents, so they're not going to enjoy it. If they're not going to enjoy it, they're not coming back to it. Okay? Because they know they're doing something wrong. They know. This one is a big chokhmah. To learn how to raise a child, you have to, get roll your Slaves, especially our time, forget it. When I grew up, the Mashgiach used to say of the yeshiva, no radio, radio is too radio. No good. When you're going out, we have a store there that's selling newspapers. And some newspapers have pictures of a lady, something. Is kids, when you're going outside, head down. Chas v'shalom nistakel. No. If they see what we're dealing today, bar minna. As a child, I remember I used to look up. איפה? אתה יודע ככה? יש משהו. So now, the parents have to call themselves to order, okay? Forget friends, forget this, forget that. We have a job to do, and every child is a different world. What? Or every child of yours is ממש אותו דבר? מה פתאום? Every child has his own a girl, a boy already you need two different approaches. And one girl, she is like that, one girl, she is like that. One boy like to jump up and down. One boy like only with from where do you have time? From where do you have time? I don't understand. Okay. So now, if we are positive people, we like to advance, we like to learn, we have to hear this, we have to do that. Most probably, you kids will be the same because they saw it at home. At home, that kids had compliments, parents complimenting each other. They will know it's something that belongs to life. It's not something, what I have to compliment my wife, and I have to tell my husband this and this. But in the house, when it was like you, it's the same action like you brushing your teeth. They heard all the time, you know, I ate so much time on Oshpolo here and there, but from your hands, the Oshpolo is something else. That's all the kid has to hear this. So when he get married, what do you think he will do? Absolutely. Absolutely. But we have to admit, and we have to be truthful. Our people never knew how to compliment. Nothing. Not even one time. Okay? So people, but the young crowd today, they are the victims of the parents that didn't do a good job. They fed you very well, Oshpolo, Goshgiza, Tushpera, everything they gave you, bomba. But באמת what they have to give you to the neshama, almost empty. To show you how to deal with a wife, how to appreciate, how to say thank you. She should say thank you for everything. You know, I'm asking a child in the Shiva, you have such a nice shoes. Who bought you the shoes? My mommy. Right away, I know the chinuch there, not good.
Why?
Why? Very good question. Yes, mommy physically took them to buy shoes. Who gave the money? No.
So the mommy working too, don't worry.
Good. Okay, good. Good. So now, Ima, if she is a smart one, she should say to the kids, I'm buying you shoes. When we're going back home, Abba will come home. Tonight you say, Abba, thank you for the money you gave Ima to buy us shoes. מוכרחים להגיד. We have to say it. We have to. Then the child knows it's not only Ima over here. There's two people working together. Now, Ima, she is in a good mood after Shabbat. And she said, maybe you're going to take the children to pizza Sunday. Usually, so Abba said, of course, I'm going to take them. Okay, we said that. He get the kids into the car. He said, kids, usually Ima give you Sunday all the leftovers from Shabbat. Today, I'm taking you for pizza, but when you're coming back home, you're going to say, thank you, Ima, for sending us to eat. Okay? So it's not, if your friend, you ask you tomorrow, where were you? Say, I went to buy pizza with my father. No. The child will say, my mother told my father to take us to eat pizza, and my father took us, Mehmet, and we ate pizza. But they know already there is a couple over here. If I hear from a child, my mommy, I know, Opa, we have a problem. When the parents, Pito, you see that they say, oh, we have a problem, the principal called. He said, you have to come to school. And then they telling you, your child need evaluation that costs a fortune, yes? And then if you go through evaluation and the psychologist say, yeah, he has a problem, right away say, Mapitom, then it's already late, Habibi. All the red lights already blinking, boom, 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 boom. Now the parents running with chicken without a head. The principal say you cannot bring your child back unless I know who is the therapist. Today, every principal will tell you that. Your child cannot come back to school. He's not behaving, he's not this. I want to know who is the therapist. And we want to be in touch with him, and so on and so on. Now it's the not pleasant time that you have. Why? Because from day one that the problem occurred, we didn't pay attention. Because we didn't have the tools even to detect it. The problem. Yeah. So now we're looking for solutions. And now they're gonna label you the child, maybe ADD, maybe ADHD, and maybe this, maybe that. Yeah, already.
Right?
Right? He is, if he's not going to do so, he is a criminal. Here we go.
I know a very good example that happened. Child messed 8 years old. Child messed up one time, threw something, hit somebody's car. Playing with his friend. Teacher, the principal took him, threw him out of the school, said you need to go through 6 months of psychology. 8 years old child.
That's not the one. The principal is.
Psychiatry himself.
Yeah, of course.
I know.
No, maybe it was part of the story.
No. That was the story.
One time, it can happen to anybody. What is he? Angel? He's a child. That's not normal.
December, January.
I will check because I will not leave my kids in a school with such a principal. Because let me tell you something. Every school is some kind like a hospital. People are coming this house, that house. Some of the principals, they want a hospital without sick people, only for healthy ones.
I had a very bad experience with this every stupid.
This already over exaggerating, and is not a myth, and is not fair, and is not intelligent. Okay? They're only looking for excuse to take the child and put him in public school. Then behemoth, he'll be a behemoth. Then the problem is, ask my kids, they'll tell you. I never took a look at the marks that they gave me. I said, for me, the most important thing is be a mensch. Be a person that people can relate to you, can talk to you, you care for people. If you have 100 in math, but you're an animal, what I'm going to do with it? And our people, again, education. I see in my office, when I have to counsel people, and doctors, lawyers, and I'm looking at them and say, who are your patients? Obnoxious, arrogant, not saying the truth. What kind of a doctor is this? But on the scar on the plate, MD. In Hebrew, we're going to say, Meshuga Dafuk, MD. Diploma. What a behavior. That's a doctor. If my child would be like this, I'm going to smack his head off. Who needs it? Be a person. But our people, education. Oh, college is the magic word. If you didn't go to college, you analphabet. It's nonsense. Much nonsense. That's nonsense. My kids, I told them, if you're going to mention a college over here, be careful. Few things I don't want to hear in the house, and that was one of the boundaries. You don't say in this house, I don't care. I don't want to hear this. It's worse than F-curse. I don't care. I don't care. Only a goy can say I don't care. A Jew always cares. I say, if you tell me one time I don't care, I don't know what I'm going to do to you. And second thing is college. Don't you mention this name over here because the walls of the house are all Kodesh. All the mixed marriages is coming from. So I have some news for you. Two of my daughters, they a therapist here, okay, without even going to college. Through the seminary and Pesiakov and so on and so on. And they have master degree.
No college.
No college. Master degree. הנה גמר נגמר. Okay. There is a will, there is a way.
Rabbi, how many years after high school they went to seminary to become therapists?
First, they became teachers. They like to teach. And then they say, okay, now we want to go and be like me. Okay, so we want to go to this field. So I would say after they got married, 10 years like after. No, 10 years after they got married, they decided, okay.
How long did it take them to process? School.
Okay, very good. 2 years they.
How about for boys? They have seminary.
Okay.
How much to give to these people? How do you know how much to give to them? Whatever they want, buy them, don't buy them, give them, don't give them.
You see what is necessity and what is luxury.
What they need. What they need and what they want.
One thing, I'll tell you. לגמר עשה היזהרו בעיני עניים, כי מהם תצא תורה. בעיני עשירים, they're not becoming תלמידי חכמים. Only the בנים של עניים. Why? Their mind is not what car I'm going to drive, what house I'm going to have. They want car. What is necessity? And then from there, since they don't have high expectation, they're going to see it and learn. But if I have to drive a Tesla or who knows, yeah, it's not wrong, but don't expect your child to be less than that. So you have to choose.
So
in life, you have to choose.
should you give them, spoil them, give them the best things in life or no? Or
It will work against you.
don't give them that.
I didn't say that. My son or daughter wants to buy a house, for example. I'll pitch in, by all means. But if they need to go to Dubai for the Not for me.
When our kids open and they're in college, school, they're in education, and they want to start.
Okay. Okay.
Insurance is that. You get for me, no, you get me, no, yeah, you know.
What I do, I come to the car and I make it first. Don't feel like, okay, my father gave me a car. If they get a ticket, I make a ticket.
I don't care. Yes, you got to.
You're gonna watch this for $5 an hour.
A child, when he is a good one, he will always appreciate you, even if you give him a car. If a child is, even if you make him earn it, he will hate you more than this. So you're walking on a very thin line. Who is the child? And if you both for one, you have to know, you have to buy for everybody.
For the daughter, they function.
I got three. What happened? I got my daughter at least a car, and then 1 month later she got married. I have to wait 3 years now.
What is it for? What is it for? What is it for? Nobody will take it with me. Nobody will take it. Huh? Okay, so now, okay. Usually the first born are the most miskenim. Why? Because the parents, all the you know, whatever they're trying everything on the first one. Usually the last one gets the best one. You know, that's always.
But the last one gets everything.
Uh,
I think the first one you get smart, and you don't make the same mistake.
the middle one always gets the smarter one because he learned from all the mistakes of everybody. Yes. Yeah. We're trying everything on the first one. Okay, so now all the beginning is difficult. Also, to hear what I'm saying now, also it's difficult. You're not accustomed to all this. But along the way, you'll see that it's getting, if you're going to implement it at home, you see that the house will change dramatically. The kids will understand that the parents are why they going wild. They see that the parents are not in the same page. And they by themselves losing confidence because the people who has to take care of them by themselves, they don't know what they're doing. They're contradicting each other and they're going against each other next to the children. So the child, when you see two people that don't know what to do with him, how will he feel? Imagine you're working for two partners. You are the worker. One partner say A, one partner say B. How do you feel as a worker? How do you feel? Confused, and you don't know if this job will stay because these two guys. This business sooner or later will go bye-bye. That's how a child feels.
How about the wife contradict the husband of the kid?
Chas v'shalom, no matter what it is. Yes.
We say something. Sometimes a father gonna say something to the kid, and next to the kid, the mother gonna say, "Well, you're wrong. You always like this."
I'll tell you what to do. I'll tell you what to do. It's listen. It's happening a lot. It's happening a lot because
The father wants to say something, and then the mother says, "Why you feel like this?" But in front of the kid.
it's better to hold it. The child, okay, even if it was a mistake, 100% mistake. The child, the mistake that was done, he will forget. But the fact that the parents are not in the same page, this he will never forget. Never ever. So it's better to take the mistake now because it's only local. It's not going with the child. So, but the fact that the parents did not get along with each other next to the child, this is a scar for life. And every therapist will pick it up. If you gave a car or didn't give a car, if you pay a ticket, not pay a ticket, this is the child will not remember.
How do parents that fight conflict is how to pick them? Because every parent they fight, they yell and scream, and kids see this.
So they have to work on themselves.
No, their kids already saw this. They saw them arguing. They saw sometimes they argue with the in-laws in the house, they have problems. The kids feel this.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
How do you feel something? The parents that already years they fighting in front of the kids.
I was the school.
Right.
If I was the school, right away I'll call the parent. Chick-chack. According to the law, we have to call the government. We're not gonna do it if you're gonna get help. Oh. So the principal have to call ACS. I would call ACS. If this is what they want to do, they're going to destroy this child. And we knew about it and we kept quiet. We're not allowed to keep quiet.
Our ACS will take the example.
Ma?
ACS will take them. That which more.
So they're going to give it to someone responsible. No. No. The principal will tell them, we ready to take her to our house or to the teacher house. This house. Yeah. They just have to see that the house that she is going to. In my time, we didn't have ACAs. I used to take these girls and hide them in different homes. The police came to my house for search, not one time and not two times. Yeah. With the boys was the same thing. I have a search warrant. Yes. I said to Bakasha, go right ahead. I took him upstairs. Huh? They I have some news for you today. These parents are my best friends. My best friends. And my father broke the fingers of his daughter a week before the wedding. He didn't want her to marry a guy from my yeshiva. He's too religious. So we took her. She came to my house 12 o'clock at night, broken as that, and we took her to the hospital. They put a cast. And then where we gonna hide it? I knew that they're gonna come here. So we were hiding here in the house of Olbaum. Olbaum in Ashkenaz one, big Talmid Chacham, huge. And he put her in a place that no one will look, in his library, where he learns. He said, I will not learn, we have to save her. And the parents were going crazy for 3 days, they couldn't find her. Good for them. Good. Huh? I went to the wedding with 2 bodyguards. Don't look at me like this. I went through long history. And at the end of the story, after this, we sent them to London because he wanted to be a Moel. So I sent them there. I paid for everything. And then they came back and they wanted to buy a house in Brooklyn. The father, the Meshuggah that broke the fingers, he laid down all the money for the house. Because all of a sudden he saw that from the other kids he sees only problems. And she is the only one. And the Khatan, and you see the grandchildren, he said, I was idiot. And he says, he was my worst enemy. Now he's my best friend. At the wedding, I walked in, he looked at me with the eyes ready to kill me right in. I was not afraid. I was not afraid. I know I will save them and I will serve the kids as well. Today the whole house is religious. Many parents, they change because of the kids. You have to know what you do. And don't be afraid. Okay?
Like it was next to what was said earlier.
The same earlier, yes. My wife